Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the raid, week 2, day 2. Hope all of you have been having a pretty good day so far. What on earth is happening with that green screen? I just noticed when I got back. Wait, what? That was weird. It was doing it for like a second here. It's going crazy. Oh well, that's not too big a deal. Like as soon as it wasn't doing that this entire time, and then when I go get up to go get a water, it's now like all pixely. What's it doing? Anyways, it's also been very, very gloomy by me. Gosh, basically a thunderstorm entire day. It's just one of those really, really depressing, gloomy days out today, or at least by me anyways, unfortunately. But hope all of you have had a good day. Anyways, let's go and continue with this. As the title mentions, we're also going to be messing with some Sparklesack. I did not get the opportunity to post a video on that today, though I probably will be either later tonight, which will probably be up either very late tonight or tomorrow morning by the time the video actually gets out. So we will have some things on him. But for now, we of course are going to be dealing with the very, very few options we have to use for this current event week, and for this we're going to be using the Frostling, Mang, Freya, and Queen Mab once again, and just basically Mang spamming to win. Unfortunately, we do not have enough damage to Mang into a Freya KO anymore, so they are going to start to reach the point where we probably could start losing them. So we'll see exactly what happens. As far as rewards though, we're doing okay. We're currently on reward number 6, we're almost done with 7. Then we just have 8, 9, and 10, so we'll see where we are by the end of the week. We still have quite a few battles for ourselves as well. And let's get into it. Let's see what we have. So far so good. Hopefully we get some of those Val Ravens. Definitely going to need them to get those additional battles in there. But looks like everything is in order, so let's just get into it. Hello William, hello Cherry Top, hello Danny, hello Questor, hello Captain, hello War, hello Ross, hello Sea Dog, hello Cody, hello Carlin, hello Soul, and hello Mr. Jesse. Hope all of you have been doing well. If you guys want me to go over anything or want to talk about anything, just let me know, and we'll be able to do so. Right off the bat, looks like we're going to go and Mang him and then move from there. It will start to be more and more prevalent while we're using this Frostling as a meat shield as we start getting deeper into these battles. Their HP is going to keep getting higher to the point where we basically will not be able to keep our first slot alive. In which case the Frostling will essentially just be there for the purpose of meat shielding so that we can get mana on our Mang and then eventually just have a gigantic Mang ready to plow down his entire team. That is essentially the strategy. The entire strategy of this team is you only have one troop and it is Mang. Maybe with occasional, what's her names, Freya's coming in, but it's essentially just pure Mang and nothing else. Alright, we'll go move that over, get another Mang because Mang. We'll go take that. We do have enough to kill it in combo, but I would have to waste one Mang to do so. I think that would be worth it. Let me see where this brings us first before I do. So that brings him down to 10. So now it comes down to, do we go for it or do we not? We can hit him for 30, though that's not really going to do much. I say 30 because he has stone skin, but he's frozen, but it just negates each other out. So yeah, I'll just do 30. Do we bother getting Freya all the way up, or do we waste an entire Mang on him? I think we just waste an entire Mang, play it safe. He's like the only thing that's really going to be killing us this battle. Speaking of that, Frostling I'm essentially just going to let die here. We did not actually need it, so it going down would actually help us more than it would hurt us. And now we can simply start taking every skull we see. Except for right now. We're actually going to ignore that very first skull. The main reason being he's going to give us free blues. Just sitting right there. So we'll go take that. Yo, it gives us free skull too. Perfect. So grab all that. Very nice. And now we simply Mang into a skull. And yeah, we're pretty much good to go. We'll go take that. Get like a poke down off the Freya, which is exactly enough damage. Very nice. And now all we need is one single skull, if we can get that. To Cascade would be great. Doesn't look like we have any real option to do it though, so we'll just go kill that out. And now any skull we can go find will instantly kill it. Just need to go and actually find one, no? Ah, not for him. That's not what I meant. Okay, it's just a hunt for basically one skull at this point. Oh, not again. Here, round 3. No, never mind. That won't actually work. It won't cascade correctly. Well, let me go Mang him, if nothing else. We can bring him into one-shot range so Freya can kill it if he somehow kills my hero, which he seems to be getting pretty close at doing. Really? How lucky is he going to get with these? Luckily, we have Freya. Go, Freya. Just end it already. There we go. And that is why we're not using him in first slot, because that will happen a lot. He'll just keep getting luck after luck after luck, and then we just never get the ones we need, and then boom, it just dies. And if we lose Mang, we lose way too much potential. So definitely can't first slot it. It would be a lot quicker if we did, but it would be pretty dangerous to do so. And I'd rather take the slightly slower, more consistent wins in this game mode. It's not like it's timed at all in any way, and we have all week to do these battles, so we're in no rush to actually complete them. Hello, SKDC. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, hello, Simple. Welcome as well. Oh, was there a question in there that I completely missed? Yes, I did. I don't understand your question, Ross. I did not understand that question you just typed in. You're going to watch Darude Sandstorm while you wait for the Tacet. I can't do that well. I'm bad at humming songs. I know what one you're referring to, though, obviously. Let's see. We'll go take the Baron. Anyways. Now that I embarrassed myself with my horrible mumbling skills. I'll go throw that down. What do I even need to do here? Problem is that's not enough to kill the boss, but I believe we still go for it because he is going to pressure us. His secondary effect is so bad compared to the previous one. All he does is gain 8 attack. I haven't seen him cast it too many times, but yeah, it does almost nothing, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that is what he does. Essentially nothing. That skull we're going to let him have because I just need to kill him. That's the main thing we need to do here. And this will indeed do just that. If I could actually click it. There we go. And what class am I using on hero? Archer. I'm going to be using Archer the entire week. Archer is generally the best hero class you could possibly use on raid days. The main reason for this is all 3 of these frontline troops can be instantly killed at 15% chance. Also, you'd basically always want to use a half mana start hero. Doesn't matter what that is, but you do want it to start with half mana. And in this case, this is one of 3 hero classes that do. There's also Titan hero class, as well as the mech hero class. All 3 of which will start with half mana, regardless of what your team you use them on. And I just happen to choose Archer because of the 15% chance to kill on skulls. Of course, you're probably still going to be one-shotting with your skulls due to just your sheer amount of damage if using a Mang. But still, it's nice to have that backup instant kill, just in case it's not enough, or just in case you maybe don't get enough Mangs or something. So right here, we'll go get a 60 damage. At least Frostling gets to come in pretty easily there, too. 60 damage is definitely not a small number, that is for sure. Go and take that. Don't have the boss to deal with. Unfortunately, we do still have to kill these, or else we don't get to progress the level of the thing. We still get the full amount of points for the boss at this point, but if you don't end up completing out the battle, you don't end up progressing further into the I guess you'd just call them raids. I don't know if there's like a special term we'd use for that, but yeah. You wouldn't be able to keep progressing the level forward, which means you'd still get your points, but you wouldn't be able to get your further battles beyond that point to have additional points. So for example, if we were to lose this battle right now, we still get all the points for killing him, but the next raid boss will be the exact same level as it was before. Whereas if we actually kill the raid boss and win the entire battle, then we get to progress to the next level of the raid boss. Okay, we'll go take this over. Take that down. Take over our Brown and just Mang him, and then skull to skull will pretty much be the match there, so we'll go do that. Do I kill it? If it's enough damage, I will, but though that's nowhere near enough. He's just going to kill that out, and now we can skull poke him for every single time. And there's 1, and then 2, and then dead. So we'll take that. He'll do whatever. And all we need is 1 single skull. We can try for a double green here and get lucky. Okay, I got 1 of those 2. Not exactly the full thing. But we'll go throw a little arrow at it. 6 HP. Come on. Anything to go kill him with? How about Mang? He's not going to kill us. There we go. And down he goes. Only 6 HP. Mang. Feels so weird using Mang on something that has absolutely no armor whatsoever, but still perfectly fine if it means we get the win. Also, hello Max, hello Vangor, Vango's in the house, welcome. Also, a Val Raven's in the house. Hello Val Raven, we gotta go kill that. Do I Mang it? Do I go all in on Val Raven? I believe the answer is yes. Though that might lead to the other issue of if we lose the battle, we don't actually get the Val Raven points. What do we take here? We'll go take that. Oh, there's another issue here too. Okay, I need to take like every yellow I see. I'm not gonna go for the Val Raven immediately. I need to get Mang before I throw the arrow down. There we go, perfect. So go grab that. Now I can throw Mang. I have to do it in this order or else Mang gets almost no effect on him. Do we take Skull? I think we ignore it. Oh, but then he gets yellow. Oh, I can't give him yellow. Oh, very nice. Oh, good thing I didn't give that to him. That would be a full mana Val Raven right there. If I would have let him have that. Wow. Okay, let's go, and what do we even need? I guess we throw the arrow at it. I want those browns, though. I don't have a way to double brown drop it. I guess I just manually take it. Yeah, I'll just manually take it. So we'll take that. He actually leaves this here, which is kind of surprising. We'll go let him take a skull. That will do basically nothing. And do we go all in on this? I can kill it, though the biggest issue with this is the Val Raven is going to survive, which is obviously not good. And the yellows are also going to be on the board, which makes it even worse, though I think I'm going to risk it. So we're going to do that. He does indeed take yellow. Hopefully he doesn't get full mana. But we'll throw that down there. And now we go full focus on the Val Raven. That is definitely our main priority now. Do we have any options to actually prioritize it? Not really. We'll go try for that. Didn't get it. Purple I can't... I guess Mang into purple will be enough off that damage. I don't want to do it that way, though. I want to try for the Sky Brown. Didn't get it. Worth a shot, though. Also need to make sure, of course, to deny every yellow we ever see. I guess we'll take that red. Why not? It's one of the 2 manas we need. Moves. Is it really just this purple? No, there's a green there, too. Though the purple's better, so we'll go for that. Didn't get the browns there. He gives it to us, though, so thank you for that. Go grab a red, and now we just need her to get to full mana. And yeah, I think we got it. Oh, we don't have a take for it, though. But we'll go and Mang this right now. I don't think he has any way of taking yellow this turn. So we'll do that. And now all we need is her to get that one little poke on it. And luckily that is enough damage. Come on, Sky Yellow. Oh, there we go. Exactly what we need. Well, he got a little bit of value out of it, but not that much. I'll throw that down, and there we go. Dead. And do we go and mark him just to make sure we can kill him? Yeah, I guess so. Why not? That'll ensure that we get a kill if we find a skull. And then we just get a Mang on him or let this thing die, and that will be matched. So there we go, down with that. And now we just need to mark this guy. Unfortunately, he can't be frozen, so I actually can't do much to him as far as additional damage. I guess we just let it die then, so we'll let him have a skull deliberately. He doesn't even take it. I give him a skull, and he doesn't even take it. Do I go for it now? I might as well. We get brown out of it. So we'll go use that for some Mang. Do I wait and use it all on Mang? I think the answer to that is yes. So we'll go move that over. Go throw that. Not really that big a deal. Yellow's also irrelevant if he takes that now. That means pretty much nothing. I can queen map him, so I guess we will do that, possibly. Then again, I still need to get that Mang down first. Maybe a brown? No brown. He denies it out immediately. And come on, I just need like a little bit of poke here. Alright, we'll go move that down. Nice, that's a little bit of poke, and that's exactly what I needed to win at this point. And then we just do that into an arrow. Actually, probably should have done that the other way around, but oh well. And down it goes. And we get our 2 raid ball sigils. Thank you very much. There we go. Let's see. You have considered swapping Frostling for a Winter Knight? Yes, it would be perfectly fine doing that. The main reason I'm not is it's a lot better to have speedy troops than it is to have durable troops. Durability means almost nothing in this game mode. Mainly because you're always going to be basically on a timer of the Zugov. Because there's no really easy way to deal with this thing. You just have to kind of get up, kill them as quickly as possible, and go from there. And unfortunately, the Winter Knight does not actually speed up your battle at all. It just helps keep your first slot alive. And we don't really need our first slot to be alive. If anything, we actually need our first slot to die. We need our Frostling to shield for us for a little bit of time. But we need it to easily be able to kill itself off when we need it to. Which we wouldn't be able to do with a Frost Knight. The reason for this is so we can get to Mang, and Mang, of course, having a ridiculously high skull damage right there. It's going to be somewhere in the hundreds. Plus, we had the 15% instant kill there. It will overall be more than a Frostling can, but initially on the first few turns, Frostling actually does have more damage potential, not counting the 15% extra kill chance, but it has more consistency in doing okay damage than what the Mang would have, since it can easily hit 60 and could potentially hit 120 before you would even have your Mang up, maybe even once. Yeah, it has potential, and I need it to die in about 3 shots or so, just so it's not blocking it too much, so that when we choose to go into the other, into our hero, we'll have it there. Anyone know what Tacet's streaming schedule is for the week? Every single week we stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on every single night. That is 19 minutes prior to now every single day. So whatever time that is for you in your time zone, that is when we stream literally every single day. I've been doing that for almost a year now, pretty much since Guild Wars started. A couple of weeks after, or was it a couple of weeks or a couple of months? I don't remember. But yeah, after Guild Wars started, we were like, okay, let's just start streaming every single day. And that's what we ended up doing. And we've still been doing it for quite some time now. But other than that, we also stream on Fridays and Saturdays at around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we normally go for a few hours. Sometimes the stream goes on a little bit longer, depends what kind of content is released on the game. This week we don't have any new content coming out on Friday, though it is very common that they release out new content on Friday. They have 2 monthly events that run on Fridays. They have new mythics that run on Fridays. Sometimes, normally when a new kingdom comes out, it comes out on a Friday, so Fridays are normally the big new content days that aren't related to the weekly event stuff. So that's why we stream on Friday and Saturday mornings. Even if there's nothing new that comes out, we still do so just to kind of chill and mess around. Let's see. What do we even need here? I guess we go and throw the arrow and go from there. Maybe take the yellow and kind of get that right back up. Also, the full schedule of my streams is on the About page on my YouTube page. I know almost no one ever checks any of the people's YouTube's About pages. I know I never do of like any YouTuber. But I believe it still has an up-to-date schedule on it. I don't even know because I don't even think I've checked my own About page for like 9 months now. But I'm pretty sure it's still up-to-date, even though I haven't modified it for ages. Anyways, let me go get another Mang. I don't think I have to rush him down at the moment. It would be a bit of a waste if I did, so I'm trying to avoid it, so we're not going to do that yet. What I do need to have happen, though, is, as I mentioned, I need this thing to actually die out. I don't really need it on my team. It's not really helping me too much. We'll go take the purple. It does initially, but once we get a substantial amount of damage on our Mang, obviously 183 is going to be way more than a Frostlink can ever do, unless you got 8 times skull damage, but that takes way too much setup to bother ever doing in any realistic circumstance. And this would be one of those where it still would not be realistic to do. But yeah, just try getting it killed off, get our Mang, since we're already good to go with that. And yeah, we'll pretty much just one-shot everything he does. Just be careful that he doesn't accidentally over-skull damage us. Get a Mang in here. I guess we'll go throw that on first slot. Oh, I should have calculated that out. I thought it would bring it low enough that Frostlink could actually kill it. Apparently, not even remotely close. So definitely should have calculated that out. Fail. Oh well. Too late for that. Skull, thank you very much. Unfortunately, not enough to kill, but a poke's a poke. Don't use green. That we do not have, since we're not using the Winter Knight. There's only like 2 or 3 green options in the entire kingdom. Actually, I think there's 2. There's the Winter Knight, there's the Snowman guy, the Snow Guardian that throws those snowball thingies, and there is the whatever weapon. Hero weapons, of course. Those are the only green options we have. Pretty much all of which are horrible, except for maybe some of the green weapons, but there's Mang and stuff, which is way superior. And even if we weren't using Mang, we'd be using something like a Mountain Pressure or something. What do we even need here? I guess we'll take a red. Oh, never mind, that won't work. I was going to take a red to a green to a red. That's not actually going to work, though, unfortunately. We could take a green to a red, and that's it. That's as far as we can go with it. Yep, he just doubled red. He's going to get a hit down there, though that will kill something I actually need to get killed, so that would not be horrible. There we go. That's exactly what I needed, so we'll go take that, get a Mang, throw this at his last slot currently, and now we should have double one-shot skulls with 264 damage. I think we might have enough damage, just maybe. Okay, do we take the skull chance? I'm leaning towards yes. I don't want to take the red, though, just so he doesn't get anything, but then he gets to take that other thing. He just gets to take a skull, so not really worth going for. Surprised he didn't actually give us a skull. I guess we'll just throw this on his last slot so we can go Mang kill it. Hopefully he'll take that purple or do that. That works too. Okay, we'll go take that. And now any skull or any mana will pretty much kill him out. Well, maybe not any mana. I actually need quite a bit of mana still. But he'll go do that. Doesn't give us a skull, but one more turn. There we go. Exactly what we needed. Dead. And down it goes. Starting to get a little shaky, though. We're starting to lose quite a bit of our stats. We might eventually start reaching the point where we start losing these on, like, day 2. That's pretty sad, but we didn't really go for the upgrade, so I guess this is going to have to happen. It's going to be a while till we get the orbs. I think the first orb will be maybe tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday night. So, yeah, that's probably going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, I believe. Approximately. Or Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Somewhere around then will be when those 3 will end up falling out. Okay, let's go and head back to Zugov. Go for a couple more of them. And then I'll probably save the rest of them for tomorrow. I need to keep and conserve all these battles for the entire week. Want to try getting like about 8 battles every single day, I guess, or so, approximately. Just so we still can keep doing them. Because if we use them all up, we'd only be able to get like about 6 battles then on all the other days. Trying to distribute them a bit more evenly than I did last week. Because last week, we basically just burned through all of them, and then by the end of the week, we were like, oh, we're already done. And then we had nothing else to do for it. So I do want to try and conserve them throughout the week. Let's see. Oh, you're going and trying for the... Wait, the Guild War Bruta? The what? Your slang. I do not know what you're trying to say. Anyone? Never mind, I already answered that. Would I run Freya, an extra Freya instead of Queen Mab? Yes. If you had double Freya, I mentioned this, I believe, yesterday too. But yes, it is more viable to run double Freya than it is to run Queen Mab. Maybe even triple Freya than compared to Queen Mab. But definitely double. But yeah, I don't have it because I didn't bother buying the packs for it. But yes, double Freya is the strongest thing you could be running right now. A double Freya Mang team or double Freya Mountain Crusher. Probably double Freya Mang with one other alternative troop that you could just use for, well, whatever you want to use. But yeah, it's definitely really, really good idea to go for double Freya due to her fast trait. You don't even need a fully trader either. The only trait you need on her is her first trait. Some people have been going in the interesting strategy of actually getting several packs, but instead of using the trait stones to... I didn't actually even think about that, but yeah, instead of using the trait stones to actually trade it up on raid weeks, you can simply just go and get its first trait if it's viable, or just none of them. Because you don't really need, normally, most of the traits, or really any of the traits sometimes, on whatever the raid troop is. For invasions, you normally do, because you can use the 4 times skull damage, or 5 times, or 3 times, whatever it might have. You can use that against everything, whereas on the raid bosses, you can't really use it on much. You can only use it on the last slot, which is kind of counterproductive, because more often than not, you never get to use it. But yeah, the only viable trait on her is the first one. Every other trait, the other 2, you completely skip over. And it'll save you a bunch of yellow purples that you can put into other options. Anyways, let me go and throw it at him. I need to go and get that killed, and I need to go get all of our mana back up in order to do that. So hopefully we can take purple to purple, search them both, and go from there. Skull I'm going to ignore. Nice, we got a double mana drop, and we got a Mang. Very, very nice. Okay, we can make that work. What do we follow up, though? Do I Skull Distract again? Yeah, we just let the Frostling die. Sorry, Frostling. Okay, we'll go kill that out. And now we start tearing through his team. So let's go clear out the first slot. If we, oh, he cleansed. Oh no, he didn't. Never mind. Good, because I want to get a Frostling kill off him real quick if we can find one. Though we can't find one, so never mind. Plan runes. Okay. But hopefully, oh, there we go. Perfect. Plan non-runes. Unrunes. Is that a word? Unrunes. Let's see. We'll go take the brown. Take the blue down. Take a skull. Oh, he has insulated, so we can't get the extra damage. I don't know why it feels like there's so many more of him this week than last week. I don't know if they deliberately did that because there's so many frees or what, but I've been noticing a lot of Ifrits, so I don't recall many Ifrits being around last week. Maybe there was, and I just wasn't paying attention to them. Because since this kingdom has so many freezes, it's a little bit more noticeable that they actually have that troop. Whereas on a normal week, you would be like, oh, he has a Ifrit? That's completely useless. But this week, it's actually somewhat useful because we have so much freeze, and he's actually anti-freeze. We'll go throw that down. Probably going to get a mana burn in here, though unfortunately that is not an extra turn, but still a pretty decent amount of damage. Both of them are essentially at the max amount of HP they can even have right there. Really, it's going to survive with 1 HP. Okay, we're going to go kill that out. And now at this point, we can just kill it with a Frostling Skull. We don't even need anything special. Though we can't kill it with Mang, can we? No. Both Mang and our other shot is not enough damage. We have to try finding 1 skull. And there's our 1 skull. And then he dies at 228. I think that's enough damage. Just maybe. Just maybe that might be enough. Let's see. You made a team of Emperor Corvash, Alkalite, and Double Firebomb. Is it a good team? Can you try it out? I would not advise using Emperor Corvash, Alkalites, Double Firebomb. You wouldn't really be able to do too much with Corvash as your only real damage source. It's a little bit too slow running as a only damage source. You could probably get away with doing that with maybe like a Crimson Bat or a Draculus or maybe an Urieli. With a Corvash, I would not advise it. You would need to, at minimum, cast about 4 times. And more realistically, you'd probably have to cast 6+ times. And the amount of time that it would take to do that, even with a team fully focused on getting its mana up, will be way too many turns. Generally, you want to go something more like a full AoE true damage and hope you can get it in either 2 or 3 cycles. And then that tends to be pretty good value. But no, trying to do a 6-cycle Corvash is very, very slow. Even if you get the better cycle of only a 4-cycle Corvash, that is still pretty slow. If you can get one-shots with Corvash, it would be worth it. Though you'd have to be at a very low level range for that to actually work. And you can do that utilizing his leadership trait, which gives 3 to all stats. But yeah, for the most part, I would not advise using Corvash as your only damage source. Not even for like farming anything. It still wouldn't even be good for that. Speaking about farming things, once we found our next Val Raven, I think we're going to switch over and go mess around with the Sparklesacks. I do want to go do a video on that, and we'll probably be posting that later tonight or tomorrow morning, whenever it ends up getting out. But yeah, most of the teams you're probably going to be seeing already on this stream. But I do want to cover them in their own individual level, because obviously I know that not everyone on the channel is going to be watching this stream like 30-40 minutes into the stream, so I do want to have an actual independent video on it as well. So far, from what I can tell, from what I have tested, it is not worth getting double Cedric Sparklesack. So if you haven't gotten double yet, don't bother. I would highly advise getting 1, just for collection purposes as well as just to have them as a utility. But I would not bother getting 2. I have yet to find a viable team with 2, and I believe it just does not exist. Okay, that's slightly unfortunate, his current HP value, because I can't really deal with that too easily. Ooh, I want that red to yellow. I can't take it though, so we're going to go for an arrow here. I need to get another arrow. He just took all the mana I really needed right there. Does that give him brown? No. Well, we'll go take that down, get a bit of our manas there. Need another Mang, get it for free, perfect. A little overkill there on the mana, but perfectly fine. Now we just need a yellow to a purple, or purple to a yellow, or yellow yellow, or purple purple, or any combination of what I just said. Let's see. Mang's not going to be enough. I need that last little bit of mana. Skull, do we kill it? Why not? Sure. He still has a little bit of mana to go before he really gets operational. Mang, we throw out his first slot just so it's easier to kill. Throw that down. Mountain Crusher, Titan Class, Diviner, Divine and Shabella, and Jotnar. You are wondering what you thought of this team. Jotnar doesn't really seem that needed, but Jotnar Storm Shield, right? But as far as the rest of the team, yeah, seems pretty decent. Seems pretty decent. But yeah, Jotnar, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Jotnar. Jotnar, I almost feel the same way as Stonehammer. They're both those really weird troops that almost under no circumstance are viable compared to other options. Though there are like some really, really niche things they get used for. Like, for example, Stonehammer gets used with the Courage Honor team in order to just get ridiculous amounts of stats for both of those. Basically maxes out your entire team's armor and attack. So you get that out of it. But as far as Jotnar, as I mentioned before, there's better one-shots in the game than a Jotnar. And because that's basically the whole purpose of what he does, there isn't much of a need to use him compared to like Ferris Ra and other options, where you can just be gaining souls for doing the exact same thing for using a slightly slower team. Also, the Bonnie Rose, too. Actually, we'll probably go do that, like I mentioned, as soon as we go get the Val Raven kill. Because we can get some really interesting Bonnie Rose teams now out of Sparklesack, which aren't really that bad. Block Pistol into Bonnie Rose is really, really strong. I was not expecting it to be as strong as it was. But no, it gets a pretty nice cycle. It takes a little while to get it operational. Probably not the most viable of things, but it's definitely fun to mess around with, that is for sure. We'll be doing that after we find the next Raven. And then we'll be ending this out for today. Or, you know, the game mode of raids. And then we'll be back with it tomorrow. Just don't want to deplete out all the battles. Okay, we'll try for the pure luck here. Go, skull. That is not a skull. That is also not a skull. That is also not a skull. Come on. We're going to take the red. At this point, we might as well just, like, double poke it. There we go. And look at that. That is why you use the Frostling. That last little burst in there. Hey, we even got a trait stone. Oh, is it based on Glacial Peaks? I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I think all the trait stones are actually based on Glacial Peaks, so we got the arcane from Glacial Peaks right there, the blue-purple one. I didn't even notice that. All the trait stone drops in raids are the exact same trait stones from the kingdom that you're battling in. I believe that's the case. If we get like a blue or purple trait stone this battle, we know for sure it is. Anyways, let me go. What is on Earth is that team? Triple Twisted Hero with a, with the, what's his name? Also, where's the Val Raven? Wasn't this supposed to be a Val Raven battle? Give me my Val Raven. Do we let him skull us? Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and let him do that. He pokes us. We go throw the Mang down. Get a little poke afterwards. And, oh, did I take that skull? No, I don't need that skull. We just let our little thingy die. I don't think we're going to bother doing anything with his ability this time around. Get a bit of green there. Can't use it. Again, probably just going to leave that there. No point in taking it. Tried for a red. Didn't get it. He's going to die in anything. So, yeah, definitely no point in taking his mana at this point. We'll try for a brown once again. Didn't get it once again. Nothing changed. We'll go and I guess take the red to the extra turn. Don't need the mana at the moment, but it does give us full Mang, so that's really nice. Let me go kill that out and start working down his line. Do I take that skull? It's 60 damage, but I do need it to die out, so we'll do just that. Kill that out. Oh, why did I do that? I should have actually done that on last slot or second slot. Basically, any slot on other than what I just did it on is what I should have done it on right there. The main reason being is we're so going to overkill it right now with our next skull. And what we could have done is used our Mangs and the little archer to go and kill one out. But now we're going to have to take like a whole additional skull in order to kill him out. Out or a bunch more mana than we really had to. Oh well. But if we keep finding skulls like that, that's not going to matter at all. Never mind, it doesn't matter at all. If he's just going to hand us skulls like that, that is perfectly fine. And there we go. Come on, where's our... oh, double lava elemental. Interesting. Come on, please replace one of those with a Val Raven. Go. There we go. Oh, not exactly what I wanted to replace, though. Ooh. Well, we can freeze it. Oh, speaking about freezing it, well, that's convenient. We can freeze it. Freezes it immediately. Good job. Okay. We can actually kill it pretty easily now. All we have to do is Mang, and now if we could just find one skull, since he's frozen, that's enough damage to kill. So hopefully we go and find ourselves a skull here. Oh, he cleansed. No! Oh, well. I need to go get Mang. I don't know why I took that mana. I really need Mang right now. Oh, good. It got refrozen. I don't have a way to drop for it, though. Oh, yes, I do. I could try taking this blue. Didn't get it, though. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. We got him. Now we just need to kill the boss. He's at half mana, which is slightly dangerous. Free skull. That does almost nothing, but hey, better than no damage at all. Take that brown. Take some manas. Got Queen Mab as well. Nice. Oh, I think we can actually combo that out. We can do that. We can do this, because we can mana burn him. Do that. And now we can mana burn kill him. Boom. And that's match. And now we won. Sweet. Okay. So let's go head over to PvP now. That's the main thing I wanted to do was find the extra Val Raven. Oh, he does so much damage with that burn combo. You could actually still lose if you get super lucky. Still have to play this out normally. Well, let's take some blues, I guess. Maybe get another Queen Mab down. Not really that effective. Against the boss it kind of is, but everything else, not so much. Main thing that's going to be effective at this point is throwing Mang skulls at him, and just Mangs in general, to go get rid of that guy's armor, so we can actually one-shot him with our Mang, unlike what we just did with him, where it didn't. But all we need is a mana burn or something for him. There we go, exactly so. Not enough blues on the board, but not really going to matter much. Got both the freezes down, throw that down, and we need one Mang still, because that's not going to be enough damage without it. Come on. We just need that last little bit of mana. Come on, red, go. Boom. Nope, didn't get it. He didn't get it either. What even is the move right now? Blue. Is that the only move? Take blue. Oh, no, there's this one too. There's two different blue areas. Go take that red. There we go. Throw a Mang, and that's pretty much match. He'll go do whatever. Oh, he got... Wow, he sneaked that skull right in there. Gotta really be careful now. He can still win this. It is not over. Take that down. It's pretty much over, but it's still not over. We'll go and... yeah, I might as well go for Queen Mab at this point, just in case he kills out my Mang. Would be kind of a bad idea going for his mana when we won't even be able to use it. With that being said, let me go for his mana, even though we probably won't even be able to use it, but there we go. And take the skull. And down he goes. Well, we almost lost our hero. I don't think we've lost our hero a single time yet, if I'm not mistaken, because of how we're putting it into our team. Yeah, there we go. We have 6 battles remaining, or technically 10 by the time we reach tomorrow. And as far as our amount of points, I'm pretty sure we are nowhere to be found on the leaderboard. Not even remotely close. But as far as our guild, where are we? Like yeah, we're about in the middle of the pack, and we still haven't even used all of our battles. So then again, we have like a third of the guild that haven't even done any of their battles yet. Probably because they're waiting till later in the week. Let's see. What about Lord Ironbeard, Corvash, Alkalite, and the Occatrice? For what purpose? For PvP and such? There really isn't much a need to use Lord Ironbeard in first slot, and they're specifically dealing with like an all-monster team or one really pesky red team, like a triple red or a double red or even a quad red. But more instances than not, you wouldn't really need to use Lord Ironbeard. The only time you ever really get to see him is on Red Guild War days, just because of how good he is at countering out those days. Orb of Power is in Vault Keys or not? No, I do not believe the Orb of Power is in Anywheres. The only way to obtain Orb of Power is by either getting first place on any of the event-related things, like, for example, on raid bosses, getting first place. Last week, first place sold for about 5,000 to 6,000 gems, is how much it cost for the bidding war of first place here. And not quite sure what it's at this time, because it's harder to translate this into actual numbers of gems used. But, yeah, I would assume it's still several thousand to be able to reach the last little reward tier thingy. So yeah, there's that way. And the only other way is to craft it in Soulforge. And I believe those are the only two methods in which you can get a Power Orb. And of course the other is, like I just mentioned, Power Orb crafting. We can almost craft our first one, actually. We are 1 green, 2 orange, and 1 blue one away. And we can actually craft an orange. So technically we're only 2 blues and 1 of the other 2 away, technically, from being able to get that. Let me go take my tribute real quick. What is it when you had your Mang up to 150, you did a skull damage, and it didn't kill with a 1 skull shot, and the enemy with only 50 life left and no shield? It still had 15 life after the skulls. Did it have 50% skull reduction? But then again, that still should have killed it. Not sure why it would have lived. Yeah, should have died. There isn't like any kind of weird reduction. I don't think Gorgoltha comes into play. Oh no, was it something with 75% reduction? Because wouldn't that be exactly where 75% reduction is? Maybe it was just a weird glitch where it did 75%. Oh no, that's the only thing I could possibly think of. Yeah, I shouldn't have lived if you did that much. Because the highest anything has in this game mode is 50% from what I'm aware of. And that means you do at least 75, so if they had that much durability, you would have killed it. So I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen that happen to me yet. Can I try Flame Troll, Yagwe, Infernus, and Queen Titania? Sure, we can go do that. And then I'm going to go mess with a bunch of... ooh, maybe not against that. Can we find something that's not an annoying Queen map? Fine, we'll go face it. Hopefully we won't have to deal with it. But yeah, then we'll go switch into the Sparklesack teams. And we'll do a video on that later on. Let's see, what do we need? We need the Flame Troll. And if I missed any of your guys' other questions, let me know. I think I got it to yours simple. And if there was anyone else, just let me know. Where'd it go? Flame Troll, Yagwe. Get it out in there. Get the, wait, the Guaya. Oh, yeah, oops. I saw that as 2 different troops for whatever reason. Never mind. Infernus. And what do we need that for that final one? And Queen Titania. Here we go. We got our Fairy Fire. We got pretty much everything we need. Absol Banner. +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. Sounds like it's fine. Okay, we'll go for that. And rush up Flame Troll and hopefully don't get frozen. If we get frozen, we're in trouble. Still could win, but it would make it a lot more annoying and difficult to do so. Go take the red and move that. Do I have a drop? No, I do not. I don't even have the mana to go and accumulate for him, and we're minus on the yellow, so that's not worth going for. I guess we can go take that real quick. Go grab some of that. The only slight issue with having this thing, doesn't he have a convert out of purple? So you have your banner set to purple, but you're denying it out quite a bit with the with your own ability. Though it might still be fine. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Might not even matter if we keep converting it out. Go double that, and it definitely lands. Get a free Queen Titania, and wow, that's a lot of damage. Got the alignment, dead, and Queen Titania. Okay, never mind. Well, when it works, it definitely works. That is for sure. Though I don't know how consistent that would actually be. Wow, that works when it works. It's one of those really, really high-impact teams when it actually works. The only slight issue with some of these is they're really bad when they fall behind. But yeah, definitely a really, really nice first battle, that is for sure. I see why you're suggesting it. Okay, what do we even need here? Well, we'll go take the blue. Hope it surges. Oh, never mind. That's not even full mana, even with the surge. Fail. We'll go take the mana there. Double this, and we should be good to go. Hopefully it doesn't miss. As long as it doesn't, we're pretty much win. Queen Titania. Oh, we're 1 red off. Okay, I'm going to have to throw, I guess, Infernus. Oops, before I do, let me move that over. Oh, there we go. I think that was one that we needed. Yep, exactly so. Throw that down. Perfect. Throw this down for the convert. Get that damage down. We have a recast, so I don't need it at the moment. Throw it in Infernus. And dead. Oh yeah, wow. 2 battles in a row. Did it just as consistently. Very nice. Very, very nice. That is pretty high impact, that is for sure. Pretty much has all of the heaviest hitting reds in the entire game. Yagway, which has the double cast, and Furnace, which is the most commonly used, or not commonly used, but you know, he's one of the more well-known, most powerful damage sources in the game, or one of them. And, of course, Queen Titania with both the Fairy Fire for additional damage, as well as just ridiculous amount of damage, as well as the extra turn with all the reds on the board. So it works out quite nicely. Anyways, let me go mess around with the 2 Sparklesacks. So is Sparklesack anything too special? No, not really. But is he fun to mess around with? Yes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is for sure. Let me go with the better team first. This one I have personally found to be my favorite Cedric Sparklesack team so far. And as I mentioned, I couldn't really find any with double. Though if any of you have any suggestions that you think might end up working for it, let me know. But I don't think there's anything viable enough. Maybe the only thing I could possibly think of for it is if there's a plus 400 gold week, I believe using double Cedric Sparklesack with that troop and 1 mana generator might be okay. Assuming that that troop can actually do okay amount of damage. That might be the one instance where it can be used. Okay, right off the bat here, we're in a little bit of a bind just because we need to get a Alchemist as quickly as possible. And we need to make sure we have alignment on this. And once we get him, we're pretty much just auto-win. So we throw this down and we just auto-win pretty much. I do need to get a little bit more gold, but it just comes quite naturally, especially if we could just get another Alchemist off. I know we're feeding into nothing, but we'll go throw that down. And is Bonnie Rose already enough to kill? I think she is. She can get pretty high damage very quickly. What's 186 divided by 2? That is 93. Yeah, that's way more than enough damage. Oops. Did we just Archer 3 times in a row? Where did his team go? Wait, I'm like looking at my mana the entire time. Did I seriously just Archer him 3 times? Hold up, let me go back to the replay. I had to have. Let's see. Did I seriously get that lucky? Obviously, I'm using Archer for that purpose and to get half mana. Let's see, the first scroll we do, we bullseye. We bullseye again. We just bullseyed 3 times in a row. What is the chances of rolling 15% chance 3 times in a row? I was wondering why that ended so quickly. Well, that's not normally what the battle does, but yeah, that's why you use Archer hero class. If any of you are wondering why I use it in raids, that is why. When it gets lucky, it does that. But let me go and redo that because that's not realistic that it triggers 3 times in a row. That is pretty funny. Anyways, let's go and basically rush Alchemist every single time. Hello, D-Rake, or D-Rail. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, what do we need here? What do we need? What do we need? Well, obviously the brown and the red, though more so the red. So this isn't going to be enough mana, but we'll go move that over. Oh, yes, it is, because we get Surge. Perfect. So we'll go get this converted. This gives us our initial gold that we need. And we still need a little bit more. I kind of want to throw this just to get our mana going, though. Then again, we can maybe double brown it. Okay. Oh, good. I did indeed get it. Perfect. We throw this on blue, and now we're good to go. And now we essentially just kill out his entire team very, very easily. So now we have double combo pokes that we can start throwing around. I think I'm going to... Oh, before I do that, let me take that. Double check for anything else we might have. Looks good. So now we'll go and kill out Korvash and basically take out every main objective we need to go take out. So we'll just simply go take this, pistol again, and basically just keep looping this until we just keep getting Bonnie Rose and casting out. And essentially just keep spamming her over and over again. And that's going to be basically the team. Keep getting skull pokes, keep getting random drops, keep getting all of the mana generation off this. And apparently I need to go kill KrissTigger, so we'll go do that. Get that killed. Throw this down again just for a poke. Make sure it's evenly distributed just to make sure Bonnie Rose can get them all. Has a pretty good chance of actually landing extra turns. And with the other team, we can actually loop this a bit better as well. But it still has that nice little cycle going with it. Let me just go move that. Go through to Bonnie Rose. It feels good to see Bonnie Rose be able to one-shot everything. She's currently doing math. She's currently doing math. She's currently doing 112? Yeah, 112 additional damage, which means she is currently doing 138 138 damage, which is obviously enough to kill essentially everything in the game. Also, we do have a charm and a movement on the Sparkle guy. I'm mainly just using him for his gold, obviously, but we can pull the last enemy to the front and charm a random enemy, which will get a little bit of damage down, which can also bring them into Bonnie Rose range if need be. But yeah, that's pretty much the team. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what weapon this is, I didn't even mention what weapon it is. It's Bronze Lock Pistol, if I'm not mistaken. You get it at 40 brown, 40 blue hero mastery. And it's basically a dead content weapon. But ever since they added Cedric Sparklesack to the game, Cedric Sparklesack plus Bronze Lock Pistol is actually amazing. You can basically destroy the entire board worth of gems, because what it does and why we're using it is it destroys gems at a 4-to-1 boost ratio based on your gold. And since Cedric Sparklesack increases your cap by 100% gold, that means you can have an additional 25 gem destroys with this, which is quite a lot. It means you can have a total of about 55, and if you have another merchant, that's like another 12. So what is that then? That is 67, which is enough to destroy the entire board, since the board only has 64 things on it. So yes, basically once we reach max gold, if we have both a Alchemist and a Cedric Sparklesack on our team, that is enough gem destroy to clear out the entire board per Bronze Lock Pistol cast. And the other one that I was messing around with that was actually viable was this one, Alchemist Moneylender, of course, amazing combo, into a Bonnie Rose Sparklesack. This one's quite a bit more loopy, which is nice, though heavier countered by Queen Mab. Definitely not as good against Queen Mab, that is for sure, compared to the previous one. But same general premise, get Alchemist up immediately. Still turn 1. That'd be amazing if we could actually turn 1 him. I don't think, or never mind, that would be impossible. Bonnie Rose does not gain turns, unfortunately, so we'd have to lose our turn to cast her. So never mind, that would be literally impossible to turn 1 win this, unless we were like loop like forever. But we'll get all that. Yeah, too bad she doesn't have extra turn chance. Nothing with a gold boost ratio that has it at their disposal. So right here, due to not wanting to get silenced, I will go and kill Silent One. Of course, it gets Demonic Pact, because why wouldn't it? Do I even bother with this? No, not really worth it. I kind of want to get rid of red. That's the only thing we could do to get an extra turn here. Not really that worth it, but need something to happen here. I guess we'll go do this on blue. Oh, but then that gives some value. Oops, I shouldn't have clicked it then. We'll go do it on purple then. We'll do whatever. We'll get a little bit of value. And now let's get that Moneylender down, and of course that gets us right back to Bonnie Rose, and we just keep repeating that until it plows down the entire enemy team. Let me go take this real quick though, just so he doesn't get a skull, and I will just make it so he doesn't. And now let's start plowing down through everything. Let's go take away his damage source, and as you can see, normally Bonnie Rose would not be able to one-shot things, but luckily in a team like this, she is capable of doing so. So she does gain that benefit, which is nice. Go grab that. He'll take a skull. We'll go get all of our mana right back up. Never mind. We do not have alignment. Oh, yes, we do. Never mind. We have it on brown. Very nice. Go grab that. Get another Moneylender down. Another single poke. And pretty much that. And we are gaining that little bit of extra gold for the battle as well, of course. Is it really worth it overall? No. Cedric Sparklesack. There's very few things you could really be used for. Again, basically the only two things is Bronze Lock Pistol, or at least as of currently, is Bronze Lock Pistol and Bonnie Rose are about the only two really big ones out there. Bonnie Rose so that she can consistently one-shot, particularly even all the way into late game like we can do now. Normally she's incapable of doing that. And the other purpose is for the lock pistol, what's it called? The Spark Lock Pistol. Where'd it go? Yeah, Bronze Lock Pistol is what it's called. At 40 brown, 40 blue hero mastery. And those are about the only two purposes. There are a few other troops that scale off of their gold, like for example, like Sharky, which is useless, which is why we're not using it, as well as he has a 3-to-1 and does split damage, as well as, what's his name? That one ogre guy. One brown-green ogre. I forget how to spell his name. He's from Broken Spire. Where's Broken Spire? Broken Spire, Broken Spire. Where are you, Broken Spire? What's his name? Goggin Good is what his name was. But, yeah, he's not really that good. Even though he somewhat has that in his name, which is kind of funny. But it's the main reason he's bad is his gold. I mean, his AoE hit is not boosted based on gold. It just deals some damage to all enemies and then gains a bunch of gold. But it doesn't actually boost based on gold. Only his single shot boosts based on gold, which is kind of redundant because you're normally already going to have enough damage to do so. And the other big issue with this is it depletes all of your gold when you use it. It's the only troop in the game that can deplete your own resources when you cast it, which is very, very weird. Of course, only the ones that you gain during the battle, but still. If you use him and finish out the battle and he ends up getting that instant kill, and let's say you had 150 gold, you would lose all 150 of that gold at a 50% chance. And yeah, he's just really bad. They do need to consider reworking him. I was really hoping he'd be kind of decent. He's set up thematically to the first boss in Puzzle Quest. Is basically what this guy is, like a gold ogre thing. But no, they made it so ridiculously weak in Gems of War, unfortunately. And it really is not... I know, GOG and bad. Pretty much. It just is completely useless and never really worth using at all. There's not a single instance. There's a 0.3% chance that you can get a triple bullseye. Well, we just got a triple bullseye on that previous battle. Thank you for doing the calculation. I was curious what that was. So yes, we ended up getting a 0.3% chance, which was why that was... I was not expecting that. I like looked back up. It's like, oh wait, there goes his entire team. Maybe we should go do that again and see if we can get that lucky. Twice in a row. Where did it go? Oh, I was right on the team. Let's go use this one more time. I don't know if there's going to be a third team to show for tomorrow's video. I'll probably try to come up with something, though there just aren't really a excessive amount of very viable things. Maybe I'll show one more towards Explorer or something, like Explorer gold farming. Though then again, that's still not as good as PvP gold farming, but hey, it's an alternative method. Okay, first things first, let's go grab all the mana we need. Even if it doesn't surge, we still get everything, so we'll go throw this down. Most of this mana is kind of going to waste here, but still perfectly fine. Grab as many turns as we possibly can here. Yeah, let's just get rid of everything. And that'll be basically max gold. Actually, literally max gold. And take a skull. Oh, we didn't get the instant kill. Well, we can't get triple instant kill every time at a 0.3 chance. Okay, let's go and just start Bonnie Rosing him down. What's the biggest threat? You would be the biggest threat. Take you out first. As you can see, we can very easily take them out. And even if we weren't able to easily take a single target out, we could easily throw the pistol at it and then clean it up that way. But yeah, we throw another Bonnie Rose down, boom. Throw the pistol at that, boom. Oh, I needed that pistol. Okay, please charm it correctly. That's not the way I needed it to charm. Also, this guy does summon bomb bots. I have not found a really good way of really utilizing that. It's also slightly bad in backfiring and get it, backfiring. But it can somewhat backfire if you use it in Guild Wars as well. The biggest issue with that is if you end by winning with a bomb bot casting, you're losing that slot. So you're basically net losing overall value, since you might have summoned something back, but you're dying with it right at the end of battle, so you're kind of net losing points, which is kind of weird. So it doesn't actually really work that well for that. Can you stop getting mass extra turn? There's only 2 goblins. Come on, he's looping off of 2 goblins. What? Well, I guess we get to utilize his fire bombs now. Well then. Yeah. That too. Good job. Because why would it work correctly? Let's see. What do I target now? Wait, who do I target? They're both standing on the same tile. Who do I target? That's funny. Okay, apparently she's still in the correct location. It's just her icon isn't in the right location. Okay, so she's still in second slot right now. Kind of. That's great. So what slot is she in? First slot or second slot? Half and half. She's in slot 1.5. She's creating new slots. Okay, let's go and kill that out with a Bonnie Rose. So we'll go take a red. She doesn't have stealthy anymore since she's the only one left. Well, actually, let's kill with a firebomb. Might as well. Haven't really gotten to get a firebomb kill yet. Wonder if we'll even hit it correctly. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the game still identifies her in second slot. That works. Okay. Just a visual glitch. A very weird visual glitch. And down it goes. Let's go kill it this way. And one more screenshot for it just for fun. Because I'll probably go report it to them. I don't know if anyone has actually gotten that glitch yet. I would assume so. But not that many people really bother throwing Cedric Sparklesack, so... Yeah. There's always a lot of glitches with movements. They still haven't really gotten that down yet, have they? There's been even more glitches in the past with movement-related troops. There's even already one with the most recently added one, too. That red-purple from last week with the Bounty Hunter. But, working as intended. Yes. It's a feature, not a bug. All the bugs are features. Every single one of them. But yeah, that's basically Cedric Sparklesack in a nutshell. gets your golds and glitches out the location of everyone on your enemy team. That's what he does, pretty much. Still would advise getting at least 1 copy of him. I would not advise getting 2. I still have yet to find a single viable thing to use 2 in. Similar to Fair Shra, very rarely do you run 2 of him. Similar to Sparklesack, there just really isn't a need to run double of him. But anyways, let's go throw Divines. Don't think we gotten the chance to throw a single one down yet, but we'll go do that. And this weekly event is so easy, we don't even need to go out of our way for it. We pretty much already have it done without even trying. Okay, mana. Let me go take brown. He's gonna get rid of all the yellow, but we can wait a couple turns and we'll be good to go. Maybe even less. Let's see what we'll get for as far as cascades. I can get rid of red. That is a horrible idea, but I'm still probably gonna do it because that gives us an Infernus. Oh, it also gives us Divine, but we don't get to use it, unfortunately. And I don't have any alignment. I don't have Mercy either. That would have been great if we had that, but we'll go through that. And, oh, I was hoping he would actually go for the skull there. Not like we had any control over where those would fall, but still. We'll try for a brown drop. Got it. Nice. Extra turn. What do we need? What do we need? Purple Surge. Is that full mana? What's our purple banner at right now? I don't even know. Apparently not enough, but that is enough with the cascaded mana, so nice. Get the Infernus down. And one more little cast will essentially do it. And Infernus for the kill. And dead. That's match. What class on the hero in the Sparklesack team? Archer fully traded. You could do any of the like other classes that happen to use its own color. The reason you want to go Archer fully traded, there's 2 reasons that you want to use that for that. Is if you're using it in first slot, you want to utilize the fact that you have 15% chance to instantly kill. And the other, of course, is starting with half mana. Having a slightly quicker pistol is decent. It makes it easier to get Alchemist up in these teams. So, like, we're half blocking him. So we do want to make sure we still get him up. And we still want to be using our hero in first slot. So having that half mana start is quite helpful. Archer does not give any additional damage to the Bronze Lock pistol. But it's not really made for doing a lot of damage. It's mainly made for doing a lot of mana generation. The whole purpose of using this on this team is to destroy 64 gems, the entire board worth of gems. So that's the whole point of it. And unlike an explosion like a Gorgulfa, using it this way, you gain 100% of the value of every single gem you destroy because you're destroying it. Where Destroy gives 100% of the value, whereas Explosion only gives 70% of the value. So this is basically like using a 12 mana cost Gorgulfa once we get the gold for it. Of course, it takes us a little while to get the gold, like double Alchemist, but once we do, it is essentially just a better version of Gorgulfa for only 12 mana cost, which is obviously pretty good. So yeah, that's essentially what we're using this for. And Archer's just for the instant kills, like helpfully. 15% chance can stack sometimes and get a few nice instant kills. Though if you could get just even 1 kill off of it, it gets all the value from it. Sometimes it doesn't like to do it at all, but you get unlucky sometimes. It happens. Also, hello D, welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyways, guys, was there any other questions, team builds you guys want me to go over, or anything of the such? Just let me know. Oh, what is the best team to buff up to a Rowan armor? That depends. Do you mean like early game teams, just general teams, stuff like that? As far as super late game teams, it would probably be something fully focused on honor. I know whenever I'm doing more budget teams, I like using like a Setite with it. See if I can remember any of those off the top of my head. Like Rowan. Oh, I remember what it is. Rowan, Setites. This is a super cheap, viable team that I absolutely love. It's not the best thing you can throw with Rowan, but it's so easy to obtain. Azura. So this team right here is a epic you get for free. Azura you get from the Merlantis Kingdom. Valkyries are rare, so pretty much everyone gets it. It's also a core troop to so many teams that you might as well get it upgraded anyways. Get it fully traded. Rowan you get for free from the Forest of Thorns Kingdom. And the Setite Warrior is a ultra rare. And the only thing you need traded is the Valkyrie. And you just throw this down. A couple different banners we could do. I think we're just going to go simply onto a +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown for the quick Valkyrie here. And this is basically budget Rowan that still gets really decent buffs on it. It's not like a super armor buff team, but it's a easy to win, cheap to build team that can be ran pretty early within the game. You could probably have this by level 50, definitely by level 100. What do we need here? I'll move that down. Don't really want to go for Azura first. Trying to get the Valkyrie here. Finally get it. Nice. Get the convert down. Clear out the board. Maybe go for another one so we get some more souls in there. This will get rid of yellow, so we'll go for that. And now we got a Rowan. Very nice. Then we'll go clear out the board. Go let him do whatever. So he'll do that. We get to remove barriers with this as well as mana generate, as well as get stat reductions. Did we just attack reduce its entire team? It's supposed to do a random one for each one, but we actually got it to hit the same one for all of them. Interesting. Anyways, I'm going to go for another explosion here. The main reason he's about to core vash us, so I want to get some of the value down, and then we just throw Setite, and then throw Rowan, and then dead. You always want to throw the Setite first if you have both of them. The reason being is you get to utilize both of them for higher damage. The way that Setite works, it's unique in that it actually applies, well, not completely unique, but very few options actually do it. It applies the buff and then takes the number. So it will at minimum always do whatever his armor is in damage. So it deals, it gives an armor boost to a troop, and then deals damage to all enemies split among them based on a 1-to-1 based on this troop's armor. But what's interesting about it is it takes this into effect after. So if this number right here, it's actually going to do, what would that be? 75 damage if we cast it on Rowan right now. Because it applies the 19 and then it gets the number. It doesn't do it the other way around like most things do. So it gets quite a bit of extra value out of that, which is quite nice. I'm going to go throw this blue down. We get our souls. But yeah, we'll get a decent amount of gold, a decent amount of souls from every single one of these battles. Mainly souls, of course. But we're still getting so many extra turns that it does add up the golds. So we'll go for that. Nice little random extra turn. We'll go grab this, I guess, on green. Yeah, why not? We're slightly blocking Rowan, but won't be too big of an issue. Since we can easily get it right back up with blues. He'll take a skull poke there, perfectly fine. We can just meet shield with the Azura. If we could get attack reduction, that would make it even easier. Ideally, if we had him, we'd go and throw that on the Rowan right now, but since we don't, we'll simply just throw that down. And if we had alignment, which we do, we just throw this down, get that. Oh, we are frozen on that at the moment. Never mind. Oops. You know what? I probably should have just went for the explosion there. Forgot we were frozen. Fail. But, yeah, let's get Rowan back up, and that is pretty much wipe. Not sure if that's exactly enough damage. I believe it's still a little bit short. Hopefully that at least kills his Kraken. Yeah, at least it kills his Kraken. So we'll just need one more cast. But yeah, very budget, very easy to use Rowan team. Not the absolute strongest Rowan team out there, but it gets the job done pretty easily. And it still gains souls, and yeah, very cheap. I do love using it though. The combination of Rowan and Setite Warrior is a really decent combo that you almost never see me using, just because there's so many better combos later in the game. But yeah, don't underestimate it. It is very powerful, Rowan into Setite. You can pretty much wipe an entire team with that combo if you get like an armor buff on it, like off an Honor or something else. Let's see, how did the raid go for today? Raids went pretty well. End up winning every single one. Still haven't lost one. Still haven't lost a Raven. Though we are going to start losing them soon, though, because we haven't gotten like any of the upgrades whatsoever. So it's only a matter of time before we start losing all of them. Bronze-Lock Pistol, Alchemist, Worldbreaker, Sparklesack. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I guess we'll go do it with the Worldbreaker. Go all in with it. I was trying to not use Mythics with them. I guess I'll show that as the final team if I end up doing something like that for tomorrow. But yeah, that probably would work. But let me go test it against not the next team. I do not want to have to deal with that against it. Let me go test it right here. Have I done dungeons? Oh no, thank you for reminding me. I have not. Almost would have forgotten. Thanks for that. What was the team that was just mentioned? Bronze-Lock. Oh, Bronze-Lock into... interesting. I actually didn't do that yet. Bronze-Lock into Worldbreaker. They don't have any mana confliction. Interesting. So we'll get that, get an Alchemist for the reason of getting gold. And what was the other option we needed? We needed... Why can I not remember it? Let me just look at chat. Oh, duh. Let's build a Sparklesack team without Sparklesack. There we go. Okay. And Banner will probably just go for something into Alchemist. What are we missing? Nothing. Right? No, we're missing purple. Is there a minus purple banner that feeds into him? I think so. Like a +2 brown, +1 red. Yeah, right there. There it is. We were just using it for the other one, too. Perfect. That brings him to +2 red, +2 brown, -1 purple. And we don't use purple, so no issue there. Okay, right off the bat, want to take that red into a not Cascade. That would be nice if we could get that there, though we can't. So we'll just take a red. See if we can get a nice Alchemist here. Very, very nice. Wow, a lot of value there. Unfortunately, not full mana, but there it is. Never mind. Still not full mana. There it is. And now we can go and start rolling with this. So, yeah, this is pretty much just going to completely destroy everything. Go and get that. Well, this one won't destroy everything. We'll go throw that down. But now we'll get a Worldbreaker. Want to try to get an Alchemist in there, too, of course, if we can. Need to get that for the last little bit of gold we need for the better pistol. This also gets Worldbreaker back up. And yeah, we pretty much just keep looping back and forth between Improv, Gorgolfa, and World Breaker. And that's pretty much our entire team. Is World Breaker into the Gorgolfa with a pistol. Gorgolfa with a pistol. That's what we'll call Bronze-like pistol now. Gorgolfa with a pistol. Okay, anyways. No. We'll go and move that. Take the extra turn that's just sitting there. Don't want to miss that. Almost did. Because it wasn't too obvious, but it was just sitting there. Well, we're gonna take the red. Get the brown one. It's not enough, but we're still gonna go for it because it might be enough. It's not enough, but it might be enough, so we'll go for it. Get another alchemist, and should be good to go from here. If we actually had extra turn, never mind. Well, we have it on red, but obviously we don't want to do it on red. I think I'm just gonna waste it on green right here. Well, not really waste, but that gives us pretty much all the gold we need. Well, actually, no, we're still a little bit short. Never mind. Why are we so short on gold? Why does it feel like it's taking so long this time around? We'll go and get one more alchemist down, which we can't get at the moment. Still can't get it at the moment, or at least not for a free turn. So, not worth actually going for. I guess we just go for a pistol, clear him out real quick. Actually, probably should have just went on the big one. Oh well, not that big a deal at this point. Just throw a Ward Breaker down. Hopefully it survives. Don't die. Good. Get an alchemist down. There we go. We get max pistol now. Before we do, let's go throw another Ward Breaker. There we go. Very nice. Do I throw a single pistol? No, not even worth it. We throw another Ward Breaker, and that's pretty much match. 1 HP. And now we'll throw a pistol because we can. And that clears out the entire board. And wow, that goes quickly. We should like slow down the speed for that. It, like clears out the entire board before you even get to do anything. What banner did I use on the Rowan team? It was +2 red, +1 yellow, -1. Oh, I don't have it set up anymore because I just replaced it. But it was +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown. It's this banner, the claw banner. The which one is it? This one. The one all the way over here. Where'd it go? It's right there. Dragon's Claw. I mean, Dragon's Banner. Dragon's Claw, Dragon Banner. This one. The +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown. It's used simply to go get a quick Valkyrie. That was the whole point of doing that for that team. But yeah, let me go do dungeons before I forget. Well, we kind of already forgot, but... well, I forgot. You guys didn't forget. Well, let's go clear those out real quick. And that'll pretty much wrap up the stream. So if you guys have any other questions, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll be back same time tomorrow, 1 hour prior to now, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're mainly just going to be going over raids, messing around with stuff, chilling, and all the normal stuff, as we always do. So, yeah, if you guys still have anything else, just let me know, or if I might have missed anything. Does it work very well in PvP? What team were you referring to with that? Not sure which one you were mentioning at this point, but every single one I showed so far is pretty decent at PvP. Pretty much any team I ever build is specifically made for PvP, unless it's specifically a pure color team, in which case it's probably made for Guild Wars, and unless you see me like running through Explore or something, then it's probably not made for Explore or anything else. Explorer teams and PvP teams are built quite differently. Like, for example, what we're using right now is a quest/explore/dungeon team, I guess you could call it. But something like this you would never run in PvP because it would be so ridiculously horrible. But for content like this, it's some of the best things you can actually be using, just because it speeds up your win so much more than other teams. And yeah, we're pretty much done with these in like 2 minutes. And we can just like triple cast this one, maybe a quad cast, but we'll see. A little bit of a bad starting board, but we'll go and get the firebomb down. Nice. Good follow-up, though. Wow, wow. Very good follow-up. Throw that down. Get a firebomb. Cast, please. Cast! Would be helpful if you casted. And get that down. And he lives with 26, and now we just tap it out with anything. And that's match. And there we go. Two-part comment above. Looking into the future, next week's event is Forest of Thorns, and the invasion troop is Elemental, green-red. If you don't have enough beast trait stones, it's a good idea to farm in Team and Wild Plains. Oh yeah, I guess to farm them preemptively would be decent, because you would be needing to fully trait the thing if you are going to be using it. So yes, good point. I normally don't mention those preemptively, because I keep forgetting that farming trait stones is even a thing. But yes, you might want to stock up on green reds then, for next week then, to try to get the troop up so you don't have to buy as many packs to go and get it fully upgraded. But yeah, it's going to be elementals from what I last saw. Elementals for next week. You guys know what I'll be using, or at least one of the things I'll be using. He is indeed an elemental. So we can actually use some kind of Infernus team. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be using for it, but there's actually a lot of pretty decent elementals in there. They're really widespread too. Let me see, elemental. Let's see. Things that are good under elementals. Coral Golem, though probably wouldn't come into play. Dark Troll. Oh, we can get away with Firebomb. Interesting. Flame Troll too. Ooh, Flame Troll into Infernus. It's not too bad. Oh yeah, all the trolls are actually elementals. Interesting. Florian, I believe Nyx is as well, isn't it? Let me double check. Yeah, Nyx and Florian. Very nice. Though I don't think I'll be needing any of them for the game mode, though. Garuda isn't too bad if you need cheaper options. Oh, even Hindla is one of them. You could feed Yerl into Infernus with a Flame Troll and then one other troop. I think that's going to be my team. I think I just figured out my team already. It's going to be whatever the raid troop thingy is. Yerl, Infernus, and I already forgot the fourth one, which is why I'm like mumbling. Forgot what it was already. Fail. But yeah. Well, there's definitely... Oh, Flame Troll is what it was. It was whatever the troop's going to be, Yerl, Flame Troll, and Furnace, or something like that. Interesting. Of course, we have Nyx, very nice. Early game, Rock Spirit, very nice as well. He's won't be useful, unfortunately. Again, as I mentioned, all the trolls. Siren, I don't think would come into play. Oh, Sunbird. We could go Sunbird spam. Oh, you know, we could actually get away with using Sunbird, double Firebomb, and one other troop. We can legitimately go and use that for invasions next week. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be viable, but we can literally go Sunbird, whatever the invasion troop is, double Firebomb. That is pretty funny. I might need to do that just for fun, or for the earlier battles, just to rush through them, to get through them in a timely fashion. I think we're going to do that, because we can very easily get away with that. Yeah, there's a lot of good options for elementals. Wow. So yeah, we'll have a lot to build around with next week. It's a lot. I do actually prefer invasions quite a bit more as far as the team building, because you get so much more. Let's like look at Glacial Peaks, for example, just compared to elementals real quick. So with Glacial Peaks, we'll have a whole entire kingdom with all troops within the same kingdom, all similar themed as far as what they do. And you can see here we only have 16 to choose from. And it's actually a kingdom that has slightly more as well. But if we go over to something like Clear Filter, and we go over to something like Elementals, I think it's like 30? I want to say, I know there's some that have quite a bit less, obviously, like Dwarves and such. Well, let me see. 8, 16, 24. Wow, that's actually more than I thought. 30 math. 32. 40. Wait, they're still going? 48. It's still going. 56. 57, 58, 59. There are 59 elementals to choose from. There is over 3 times as many choices than on a Kingdom Day. So in some cases, even 4 times as many. Wow. But yeah, we definitely don't lack options for elementals, that is for sure. Oh yeah, is Rowan seriously an elemental? I actually forgot she was. I thought she was just Fae. Is she elemental Fae? I'm pretty sure she was just Fae. Or like Fae Elf. Oh no, she's actually Fae. Oh, that's great. We can legitimately use this exact same team for next week. Oh, that is hilarious. I obviously won't be. I might for the initial few battles just for time's sake to clear them out quickly. But we can actually use this in Invasion next week. Assuming it is indeed elemental, but it's almost guaranteed going to be, so that's pretty funny. Well, we'll have a lot of weird things to mess around with. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Oh, wait. Legendaries, Mythics to Soulforge next week are already announced? No. They never do them in advance, what the Soulforge is going to be bringing the following week, so unfortunately we do not know in that regard. So, no, we do not know. Also, William, did I end up reading your 2-part question thingy? Let's see. Oh yeah, I already read your thingy. Yeah, never mind. I answered that one. I think I got them all. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you still have any other questions I may have missed, leave them on any of my videos, or wait till tomorrow night. We'll be back same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as I mentioned, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Stay safe, and yeah, nothing really new coming in Gems of War until, I believe, of course, next week's event, which is just the Monday reset. And the next shiny thing after that is on the 30th. We are getting the Vault event again. So if you've been wanting to go find a bunch of treasure gnomes to go get a bunch of gems and other resources, that is the 30th. So if you have like a day free on that day, or on that weekend, definitely a good idea to throw at least a few hours on it. I'm probably not going to be going too far out of my way, but we'll be streaming for like probably about 10 hours throughout the weekend, so that will at least get us a pretty competent amount of gnomes. I'm not going to be going for anywhere near as many as I did last time, but definitely want to at least stock up on a few. Maybe we'll get a few gold vault keys and hopefully get lucky off them. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful night, and goodbye, everyone.